Welcome to DACTYL, Delta Autumn Clinical Technologies that y'all love. This brief tutorial will help you get registered and see the features of the system. First, click on Register on the right side of your screen, then select Sending and Receiving Referrals unless you're only interested in sending referrals. You get a 6-month free trial of all features when you sign up, so you'll have a good long time to kick the tires without risk. The form that appears asks you for specific information, most of which is self-explanatory. One thing to note, however, is that you have the option of identifying someone who handles referrals for this provider, like an administrative assistant. All the required fields are noted with an asterisk, and we strongly suggest you enter at least your zip code for location information. This is used to search for providers, and without it, you won't be able to use location-based features. At the bottom of the form are a couple of required consent boxes for HIPAA compliance. You can also download the PDF of the Business Associate Agreement, which is all pretty standard, boring legal stuff necessary to comply with HIPAA and high-tech laws. After you're set up, you can come back to this screen at any time from the login area and make changes by clicking on My Account at the top of the screen. Once you're registered and logged in, here are some of the things you can do. Make a referral, view referrals that have been sent to you, or go to your dashboard, which also has a dedicated link at the top of the screen. The dashboard is the command center of all other functions, so let's go there first. You'll see 3 tabs when you arrive: Referral Sent, Referred to Me, and My Patients. In order to send a referral, you'll first need to set up a patient profile, so let's go to that tab and click Add New Patient. The short form that pops up asks for basic information about the patient at the top. If you're going to do a search for providers by geographic location, please be sure to also include the zip code. Toward the bottom of the form, you can also make notes about the patient or the referral. The first field isn't visible to anyone else, it's just notes for you. And the second field is anything you want the external provider to know about your patient. Once you have a patient record set up, you can now go back to the dashboard and click Refer Patient next to the patient's name. This begins a series of guided questions that will help you quickly zone in on a provider to whom you want to refer. After you've made at least one referral, you'll see a question asking you if you'd only like to use providers you've referred to in the past. This is a quick and efficient way to access referral outlets that you use often without needing to search for them specifically each time. For now, we'll click No so you can see the full search process. The next screen lists a number of healthcare areas, which is designed to make the search process very easy. For the purposes of this example, we'll select counseling, psychological, since that's the only area currently populated on our test server. The next screen allows more specificity to your search if you want it. You'll see several categories of different kinds of mental health services that will allow you to return results of only those categories. You frequently may not need this level of specificity though, so there is also an option at the top for any kind, Show Me Everything. Clicking that will display a similar filter for degree type, again with an option to indicate that this variable doesn't matter at the top. The next screen allows you to either input a maximum distance or see all providers who meet your search criteria regardless of location. It is important to note that the geographical search refers to the patient's zip code, not your office location. If you have people traveling great distances, this may return an unexpected set of results, particularly if the patients live in rural areas where there are few providers. For now, we'll click Show Me Everything, which returns a short list of providers on our test server. This displays a list associated with those closest to your patient's zip code. There's also an interactive map on the right side of the screen that allows you to zoom in and out to more precisely locate the provider's office. On the left side of the screen, you will also see a list of all the different provider types that allows you to switch between them, which gives you the ability to change or refine your focus without repeating the entire search process. Once you've located a provider, the Send Referral button asks you to enter some information about what you're requesting from the external provider, as well as upload any documents you might want to attach, patient files, for example. The top part of the form will populate with the patient information you entered earlier, and the bottom part includes additional information. In particular, you're able to select a deadline for completion if you have one and enter the patient's payment information if desired. The next two boxes are the most important. The first indicates why you're referring someone to the provider, and the second one specifies what, if anything, you'd like to receive back from the provider. Note that the default follow-ups field is blank until you click the Add button. At the very bottom, you have an interface that allows you to upload any files you might want to attach, which very frequently include patient records and signed release forms allowing communication between offices. Once your referral is complete, return to the dashboard, and you can find it in the Referral Sent tab. Clicking Edit on the left next to the case name will allow you to make changes to the form we just completed, including uploading additional files if desired. Clicking on the Referred to Me tab will allow you to see patients sent to you with requests for services, which involves display of the form we just completed. We'll cover that in the Messages button in a separate short video, so please look for that as well. We will also note that you can use this exact same process solely for the purpose of exchanging files with another provider. This doesn't really conform to the technical definition of referral, but everything works exactly the same and it's still HIPAA and high-tech compliant. Finally, the last thing that we want to point out is the Send Invitation button at the top. If you think our software is useful and would like to use it to communicate with referral sources, but they're not on the system, you can send them an invitation. We're a small outfit trying to improve the healthcare coordination process nationally and don't have a budget for advertising at this point. We hope that everyone will find the tool to be useful and affordable, which will hopefully help us build our online database of providers through word of mouth. So if y'all like us, please suggest us to everyone you know.